everyone, it's Carl from Accessibility Explored. Today I'm going to explain to you how much my everyday wheelchair cost. I'm going to go through the options list that I chose and just give you an idea of how much they cost. Enjoy! Okay, so here's my RGK Tiga. It's made of aluminium with a brushed aluminium finish with red accents. So I'm just going to show you where the accents are. We have the caps here. We have the casters there. These little bits here on the front frame. We've got red stitching on the seat and the under seat pouch. Got red spokes. Spin it round. And we've got RGK Tiga there in red, and then red accents down here. So yeah, let me just give you an overall shot of that. There we go. That's my RGK Tiga. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go through the price lists for this. I often find it quite frustrating when you're looking at wheelchairs and there's no prices. I understand obviously that they are custom made, and it's very hard to give an accurate price depending on what options you choose. For example, I chose welded side panels, which are obviously more than just the bolt-in normal ones. I've chosen upgraded wheels and whatnot. So yeah, I can understand that it's hard to give an accurate price for each person, but it would be nice if companies could put kind of their base price, or you know, an options list online so that you can see how much these options are, and price up your options basically. So yeah, here we go. The base price for a Tiga is £2,549. That is kind of quite standard for wheelchairs, especially custom made ones. These are bits of kit which obviously people who need a wheelchair use every single day to get around and live their lives independently. So they are made to measure, so they fit you perfectly, so that there's no discomfort, or as little discomfort as possible when using it every day. Obviously, it's a lot of money. It is a lot of money, and I'm going to make no bones about it, but I had to get a bank loan in order to pay for this wheelchair, which isn't a problem because I know that it's worth the money. But obviously, not everyone's as fortunate as me in order to have the facility to maybe get a decent bank loan, or maybe not have the money to, you know, to buy a chair outright. And a lot of people have to end up going to the NHS, to wheelchair services, and getting wheelchairs off them, which in my opinion tend to be more than inadequate for people's needs, from my experience.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
But that's a different matter. So yeah, this cost me as a start £2,549. And then we have an ergonomic seat, which cost me £44.15. And then we go down to the next piece on here is a plastic cover. So the plastic cover refers to this bit on the footrest so my feet don't fall through. If you look underneath, it's just tubular, so my feet could fall through there when I haven't got shoes on and whatnot. It's quite uncomfortable, so I had a plastic plate, and that was £37. The frog's leg aluminium centre, so frog's leg wheels, these casters here, they run really smoothly, and they are 5 inches across by 1¼ inches deep, so nice and thick for getting over terrain. And they cost me £70. Next on the list was the compact scissors. So compact scissors are the brakes here, wheel locks as they should be called, because they're not used when you're pushing. You just hold on to the rim when you're pushing to stop yourself. These are just for when you're stationary, to lock it so you can't move. So yeah, they cost me £55. £55. Next one on the list is the welded side guard. That cost me £147 to have welded side guards. Totally worth it in my opinion. I always have a problem with side guards because when I lean left and right, if they're just bolted here and then at the front, they over time they tend to bend and whatnot. So I went for a welded side guard so that didn't happen, making the chair usable for longer. Next on the list is single post fixed centre of gravity. So the single post fixed centre of gravity is this bit here on the axle. Let me just turn it like that. There we go. So it's this silver bit here. Sorry, there you go. So that cost me £183 for that. They do two designs. They do a V-shaped one or a single post. I preferred the single post to look at a single post. You can have a movable centre of gravity, so it's like more of like a U shape, and the axle is then Allen keyed on with grips either side, and you can then move it backwards and forwards. So if you're new to a chair or using a chair for the first time, and you're getting used to it, it's better to have the centre of gravity further back. Makes the chair less tippy, and then as you get more used to it, you can change the centre of gravity for your independence. Next on the list was the spinaches. So spinaches are these, as you can see here, spinachy wheels. These are the Alex 12 spoke 24-inch wheels. So just drop the so they've got grooves cut out there on that side to save weight. The spokes here are quite thick, and then you've got the tyre and the rim. So this price does not include the tyre and the push rim. Okay, so that was £384 just for the hub, the spokes, and obviously this part of the rim here, which the inner tube then sits in. Spinagy, in my opinion, are the best wheels, or some of the best wheels out there. I've never had, I'm going to say this and it's going to happen, I've never had a spoke break on me on these. I think they can take about 2-3 tons of pressure put in force before they break. So yeah, they're really, really worth it. For peace of mind and whatnot and ease. The next thing down on the list is the Surge LT 6-tab push rims. So this is a push rim. So as we're going along, you put your hand on there and you push it, okay? So that's how we move our wheels. And the 6-tab is just literally the amount of tabs that it uses to attach to the wheels here. Okay, so these are Surge LT. These aren't the original ones, which came with the chair. My chair is almost 2 years old, and I recently had to get new push rims because the top on here is rubber and it had worn down and there was no grip. And with my weaker left side, I couldn't grip the push rim very well to push up and down places around and whatnot. So yeah, I had to replace them, so that was another £187 for them. I like these because they do have the rubber on top, so you can get a bit of grip, especially with my weaker left side. They're really, really good, and they're kind of an oval kind of shape instead of a circle, which makes them a bit thicker that way but thinner that way, so that's helpful. The next thing is the Marathon Plus tyres. So these are the Marathon Plus tyres. They were £37 when you buy a chair. So these are really good because they have an inner tube in, and then the top quarter, third, whichever it is, has solid rubber. So if you go over a drawing pin or a thorn, Grace went over a thorn the other day, and it didn't pop the tyre because it had gone into the solid rubber topper. But they're really good because they're really comfortable, and they, just nice to use. Really? Okay. So they're £37. The next was the brushed aluminium frame. So for the brushed frame, that cost me £87. But I quite like that. And it's not a necessity, but I find that when you have wheelchairs powder coated, then the over time where you hit it and it gets hit and chucked about and whatnot, the powder coat chips and whatnot, and that looks worse. Whereas if you've got scratches on here, which I have, they blend in a bit easier and makes it look a little nicer. So not a necessity, but worth it. And then brush components, so that's like this red bit down here, there, and on the back there. They were £45. And then we're coming to the end of the list. Leather upholstery upgrade with leather corners. So these are leather, because you've got the seat post here which goes up, and when you lean back and whatnot, and over time, if that's just normal fabric like this, that can wear out and the post pop through and whatnot. So leather upgrade here is well worth it, I think, and that cost me £66 there. And then we've got the cushion. So I'm reading the list at the same time. So we've got the cushion here from R&K, that cost me £46. Last thing was the under seat Velcro pouch, and that was £20. So here I just keep personal things, so I keep my phone and wallet and whatnot in there, car keys. So yeah, it's just a lot easier than using pockets, because when you're sat in here, it's pretty hard to get access to your pockets. So yeah, that is the total list. So in total, I paid around £3,700. So I haven't added it up. So here's the actual price. That's how much that chair cost me. So yeah, it's a lot of money, as I say, but in the end, it is worth it. Because it gives you some great independence, and it actually makes your life a lot easier. The weight of this is hardly anything. Grace's weighs even less. Hers is fully carbon fibre, which is just astonishing. And yeah, so I'll have to show you Grace's at some point. But yeah, that brings our video to the end for today. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope that was helpful and informative, because it is often hard to find prices about wheelchairs and whatnot. And I will put a screenshot up of the price list of all of my invoice and whatnot, so that you can have a look at that as well. Thank you for joining me. Take care, and don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video. Thank you very much, guys. Bye bye.